So the question for you people is, if your life as a student was a movie title, what would it be? Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is a little different and very exciting because I don't have just one or two guests with me, but three of them who are truly the heart of my life, my students, each bringing their own energy, their own stories and perspectives. I'm honestly so thrilled to have all of you three here. Before we jump into the conclusion and the conversation, let's have a quick round of introduction. Tell us your name, a little something about yourself. Start one word that describe how you're feeling right now. Any one of you can start.
Okay, so I will go first.
Yeah.
My name is Krishna Thakkar,
Okay.
and I am a 12th grader. I have opted science after 10th, and right now I am feeling really honored. But this is a completely new type of experience for me to be here and be a part of this interview. So yeah, that's how I am feeling right now.
Okay, amazing. Raj.
Hello, madam. So first of all, I would like to thank you for giving me such an opportunity. I am Vraj Shah, and I am currently studying in 12th science. I have opted for PCM, and it's really a new experience for me, and so grateful to you. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much. Shivangi.
Hello, I'm Shivangi Shemrudkar. I'm currently studying in 12th science, and just like everybody else, this is a new opportunity to me also. So thank you so much for this, ma'am.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so tell me, you are from science, two of you are from biology, and one is from mathematics. Why did you guys choose these respective fields?
Well, I will go first. I chose biology because I was really intrigued by how the human body worked, how the different organisms used to go around my eyes and stuff. So I really enjoyed learning the anatomy. Moreover, the other fields also that are there in biology, that is like microbiology, biomolecular bases and stuff. So yeah, it was something I was really inclined towards. It's not like I was weak at maths. I scored pretty good, but my tendency or my shift, I can say, was towards biology. So that's why I chose biology after 10th.
Okay, so I just want to accept that I was always weak at mathematics. Okay, now Raj, you can go.
So I have opted for mathematics because personally I have a lot of interest in computers and engineering. So this is the way where I can go through. So I have opted for PCM for that only. And I think mathematics is something that develops your mind to a lot extent. So that's why
Yeah, that is why you like
mathematics
it.
is
It takes a lot of toll on your head, and you have to keep doing a lot of things when you're
yes, ma'am.
doing mathematics. So, are you planning to go to the IITs?
No, not planning to go to IITs, but yeah, planning to go to best institute in Gujarat.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, Shivangi, you tell me.
Yes, ma'am. I opted for biology because since primary school, like I've been too much into biology. I love human anatomy and physiology, and that was the time I dreamed of becoming a doctor, and so this was the stream I chose.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so now I don't have to waste a lot of money going to doctors. I'll be having a free doctor. Okay, so how do you manage your time throughout the day? I want to know about your routine. Okay, I've heard biology people and mathematics people spend their day studying all day.
Well, it is a quite true, I would say, because my day starts at around 5:30 or 6 in the morning, and it goes on until like 11:30. And sometimes if the tests are going on, then there is no limit. I might even pull off an all-nighter. So yeah, that's how the day goes. Mostly it's studying, but I also give a little bit of time, maybe half an hour or 45 minutes to my health. I do some exercises and stuff. And I also take care of my diet. So yeah, it takes a bit of time into that also.
Fascinating. I mean, you're balancing everything. That's quite not, usual for a 12th grader, because I've not heard people talking about that they're studying all day and then they're taking care of their health and exercising and eating good food. That's something really fascinating. Yeah, congratulations. Braj and Shivangi, who would go first?
Uh, it's not like that we are studying all the time. Personally, I don't study all the time because I am more into enjoying the things and all. So yeah, I do study about some 3 to 4 hours a day. But yeah, I enjoy everything.
I
Like
see
not
how
only
laid back
studying.
you
I
are right now.
Yes,
How much
ma'am.
you're enjoying the
So
conversation.
so it's yes, you have to enjoy every part of the life
True.
that's going on. So I don't study that much, but yeah, I manage to do the things well. So it's going on good right now. It's
Yeah,
on track.
I want to tell my audience that Braj is a good student. Even if he's saying this, he takes out time and studies well. So not to worry about. Okay, Shivangi.
I manage the time throughout the day by like allocating time to what I do. First, the 6 hours of school, then 5 hours of coaching, 4 hours of self study, and then definitely without compensating my health, 6 hours of daily sleep. And the rest of the time, I manage it throughout the day as the day proceeds. So that's how it is.
Did you say 6 hours of sleep?
Yes, ma'am.
You are already compromising with your health, you know. You
No,
need to
ma'am.
have 7 hours of sleep at least. Seven plus is different, but at least 7 hours of sleep. And 5 hours of coaching? What are they teaching you?
Ma'am, so 4 hours is like compulsory classes and traveling and going there and revising a bit. So that's how I manage it.
Oh my God, I never knew my students are so hardworking. You know, we should talk in school more often about all these things. Okay, so when now
Thank
we're
you,
talking
ma'am.
about school, I really want to know that one thing about school that drains you the most. And you can speak about it until unless this is reaching the school authorities.
Can you repeat the question for once? I just
Yes,
didn't catch
yes,
it.
yes, yes. That one thing about the school life that drains you the most.
Definitely, like going there and spending 6 hours of time, really knowing that some parts of it just takes away your time, and you are not really investing that time in studying, but you are doing something else. You know you are doing that, and then when you come back home, you are thinking that, oh, I just, wasted some time of it. Whether instead of just studying, I spend time in talking to my friends, then having fun. But yeah, it's a part of life. But yeah, it drains me.
But I really feel that is the most beautiful part of school life. You know, being with your friends, being able to connect with them, you know, because school life will never come back. Though I don't want my school life to come back, but I'm just saying because I actually never liked my school. I just wanted to, pass my school, pass my 12th standard, and do better things in life. Maybe things were a bit different. Okay, Vraj, you tell me.
So there's nothing that drains me, but yeah, sometimes the school is the only thing that drains you a lot in every way possible. Like going attending classes which are way more boring,
Are you
and
talking about my
sometimes
class?
no, not at all, ma'am. It's the time when we enjoy a lot. That's yeah, something good has come.
Maybe just because I have given you an opportunity, you are saying that to me.
No, ma'am, I'm telling the truth. So it's something you enjoy when you are in school and your classes come. So, and definitely physics, chemistry, that are the worst subjects I can say. Yeah, I'm studying that, but that drains you a lot. That drains whole everything from you.
Let me send this video to your respective teacher.
Well, even they know that it's the boring subject.
I understand it happens, you know. When you keep doing the same thing every day, it becomes monotonous. You know, it's very normal. Even, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, when you said that, the feeling, the only thing that drains me is going to school. So yeah, the feeling is mutual. Okay, sure.
Definitely, school is
Please, go on, Raj.
something you enjoy, but sometimes it get to your nerves. So
Yeah, it get on your nerves. But yes, definitely you should enjoy your school life because you don't have much time left. And it would be
Yes,
so
yes.
wonderful to look back at these memories. Okay. And just think about your friends and teachers and some precious moments as well. Okay, Shivangi.
Ma'am, Braj and Krishna have said everything. So it's just repeating that the school is the only thing which drains us, but it's also something to enjoy. I mostly, it's the time when I regret that these periods were proxy and I have nothing to do. So that's what makes me feel very much bad about it. So that's what drains me out.
Oh my God, I just want to tell the audience that these three students are the most curious students in the classroom and they're attentive as well. Now, when they're saying these things, it's a bit, I'm astounded, I would say. But okay, okay, nothing personal. Okay, so when we're talking about school, we often overlook mental and emotional well being. So, if you will ever get, okay, one mental health day or one mental health day holiday per month, or so what would you do? Okay, what would you do with it?
I would probably revise the subjects.
Okay, okay, he's torturing his mental health again. Okay, who is next?
So I think if you have to give something a holiday-like thing, then students should do what their hobbies are into. It should be not something particular, like someone is into reading or someone is into playing in sports, something. It should be divided like that. Whatever students' hobbies are there, it should be like that. It should be divided in that things.
Wonderful,
They
Raj,
should be provided with the
wonderful.
material.
You know, I really like this concept, and if I wish I had a school, and if I were a principal, I can be, so no what if I was a principal. So I would have definitely made a curriculum where students could turn their hobbies into passion. Definitely, okay. That would be such a beautiful thing to do here in India, okay, because we often overlook the tendency to do good in sports or good at sports or maybe cultural activities or something or the other. But I really feel that it should be a part of our daily life and school life. Yes, Shivangi.
Ma'am, I would love this holiday if we are given from the school because I think that would be the day I would really not be studying and literally doing, like how you said, hobby. My hobby of singing, dancing, and whatever I love to do.
You
I
sing?
would really not study that day. That's very much confirmed.
Yes, you sing. I have heard you. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I've heard you practicing. I have heard you. Yes, I remember. So, next question. Okay, a bit controversial. Do you think tuitions are really necessary, or do you sometimes feel it is just because of the peer pressure?
I think tuitions are a bit necessary because the situation that we are facing right now is that sometimes in the school we don't understand certain concepts. And nowadays, the things such as the examinations like NEET,
Neat.
then JEE is there. So in those examinations, the level of questions is a bit high. And generally, what happens is that when we go to the teachers, in certain schools, not in our school, to be honest, but in certain schools, the teachers, they don't really attend those questions. They neglect it. And when you have to attend those questions just in order to clear your doubts, you need to have someone else to teach you what you don't really know. So I think that tuitions are necessary for that. And also, on the other hand, to provide deep insights, moreover, and also a revision kind of a thing, I think tuitions are necessary, not because of the peer pressure. If we are talking about peer pressure, then surely if we are copying our friend and joining the same tuition, then that's peer pressure. But if we are talking about the same, like choosing the tuition on our own, so I would say that it's not like peer pressure, but yeah, it's necessary for students. Well, opinions can vary, but it's my opinion that they are necessary.
Okay, Vraj.
I think in 11th, 12th science, mostly the things are dependent on the coachings. And no doubt, school is also important because from that's where you get the chance to appear in the board and different entrance exams. But tuitions are important because the concepts gets more cleared out and somewhere I think that peer pressure is also important, because if you, for a person like me, like I don't study if there's nobody and no competition around me, because if I want to get highlighted, then I have to study, because I have some group of friends of mine that they are very studious. So to get highlighted in that group, I need to study. So that helps me to score more and to look forward for good opportunities. As it is helpful to me only in some way. Like I can score more and it gives me more opportunity.
Yeah, so you
So I
like to
think peer
stand
pressure,
out.
yes. So peer pressure is something that keeps you motivated. For some person, it's stressful, or it is like taking too much stress. But for me, it's like a motivation that someone has done more than me, so I have to do it again with more hard work, and I have to do it even better.
Okay, so
So
I would look at it
it
this
works
way.
differently.
Yes, I would look at it this way, that peer pressure would be a stronger term. We would say healthy competition. Okay. When
Yes.
we talk about our, our batchmates, or maybe if I talk about my colleagues, though we don't have any sort of peer pressure is altogether a different thing. But if I talk about myself, healthy competition is should be always there. Okay. It helps you grow. Okay. It gives you a chance to explore. Okay, you want to learn more things. And when Krishna was talking about that, yeah, coachings or tuitions are very important. Yes, indispensable, I would say. These days, when you are in 11th and 12th, you need to have tuitions or coachings, because it becomes really arduous to study at home or to do self study, because we have got a lot of distractions in this generation. Okay, as soon as we get time, we open our phones and we start watching something or the other thing. And tuitions are even providing you some sort of environment where you can come together, uh, and stand together with like-minded people, and then you can do your things according to yourself. Yes, Shivangi.
Ma'am, about coaching, I'll say that in 11th and 12th science, it is really necessary, just like you said, because of so many reasons. Like, we don't know if we study just by ourselves, we don't know what level of competition we are right now preparing for this particular competitive exam. So for me, coaching was this much beneficial that I got to know that it's not just me who is preparing for this exam. There are so many of them, like lakhs of them. So in that way, it is beneficial. Plus, just like what others to say, that conceptually we understand more there. Like whatever there are doubts, we are able to solve them. And then this is my opinion.
Okay, okay.
And about peer pressure, it's just like you said that it is beneficial, as well as we should not take it too much mentally, but keep it upon like a motivation.
Yes, yes, double-edged sword, we call it. Okay, it has its pros and cons. So you should try to keep it at bay, but then you should also try that you can take something out of it. For example, healthy competition, when I was talking about, yeah, you can go through it. Okay, okay, I have somebody whom I look up to. Now I want to be like him, or I want to be my best version, but I want to look at him and learn from him. This can be done, right? Okay, so do you ever, okay, this question, okay, I'll ask. Do you ever feel like your dreams are not completely your own, or they are your parents' dream, or they have been forced on you?
Well, not in my case, to be honest, because since my childhood, they've always said to me that whatever you want to choose, you can choose. And even today, if I talk, then they never force me to bring any sort of certain sort of marks. They don't tell me that you have to be in this to this range to get something, and they are like really loving, to be honest, and they have never forced me for anything, and they fulfill my needs whatever I ask for them. Sometimes it so happens that I need something, I don't tell them, but they just get to know somehow and they just do it. So yeah, that's the situation that I've gone through. I don't know about else, like people have problems, but I don't really have them.
Wonderful. Yeah, I must really appreciate your parents, Krishna. I mean, we don't often see such parents. Okay, but yeah, I guess the generation is changing. I guess parents are being more concerned. Parents are opening, their minds and horizons are being broadened. I feel. Yeah, Vraj.
Personally, it's not like any force. Even they asked me that whatever I want to go in whichever field, if it's possible that I can go. But it was my personal choice to go in engineering field, so it's my choice. They never forced me to study this much or you have to score that much marks. But yeah, sometimes I feel it as my responsibility that if I have chosen, then it's my responsibility to give my best and to make them feel proud. So that's what I think. It's nothing about a pressure from parents, never.
So you were not at all forced, right, to take a particular
Yes, not
stream,
at
to
all.
take a particular top career.
No, no. It's always my personal choice what I want to do and what I want to go ahead in.
So, Shivangi is gone. I guess there is some problem. No problem. So, how often do you hear "ये field safe है" from elders? And how do you feel when someone says something like that? You must have heard it, right?
Yeah, definitely. The field which I am in right now. So that I have heard a lot about in my family because almost are in this same field which I have chosen.
Okay.
So, and it's a safe field I have heard. So somewhere in my mind, it's like always like that it's a safe field. So I can rely on it and I can go through it. So somewhere that's also the thing that I have chosen. But yeah, it's my personal interest also there. So both things are there.
Okay. Moving to Krishna.
So for me, it's the opposite. There is this thing in the air that in medicine, the field of medicine, when you opt for becoming a doctor, there is a long period of time that you have to study, and your entire young years, like teen years, they go by, then your 20s go by, and by the time you reach your 30s, that's the time you graduate, and then you start actually earning. So yeah, that's the air which I have lived in. I don't know about others, but yeah, that's what I've heard, and it really tensed me a bit. And I also almost changed my decision from going from biology to engineering just to have a stable life. But then I consulted my other relatives, my parents, and they said that choose whatever you want to do. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. So yeah, that's why I'm in biology right now.
Okay. Why do I feel so that when people opt for biology or they wish to be doctor, they already start looking like that? Like Krishna already looks like a doctor. I don't know why. Now Shivangi will put on her specs and she will look like a doctor. Okay, Shivangi, you tell me. How often do people tell you ये feel safe है? यही करो, this is good.
Um, I don't think anyone has told me like this. I myself felt that this field is safe for me. Because that this is the field I've been interested in since childhood, I'll say, because I don't know, I really love studying about human anatomy and physiology. So biology was like my main aim since class ninth.
Okay.
And so that's how it attracted me to choose this field and to go for MBBS.
Oh, such an innocent answer. Okay. So do you ever feel like you're going with the flow without knowing where it's all heading you to? Or you are a very
Ah.
organized and planned person, all of you?
Well, sometimes our plans go the wrong way. We don't score as much marks, and our expectations fall on their face. So there are certain moments where we feel like we are not on the right path, or sometimes we do also feel that what if we don't clear, or what if scenarios just appear in our mind. So yeah, that creates a bit of concern, but yeah, we just sort it out. Later on, the next test arrives or some other situation arises, and then we are feeling that yeah, we are on track, but there are certain moments where we feel anxious.
Okay, yeah. Like at least you're not climbing the mountain without a map. You have a map at least. Okay, Vraj, you tell me.
I feel that thing a lot of time because uh, I feel like I'm going with the flow and not knowing what I will do in future. And yeah, definitely I will do it completing my engineering and all that. That things are separate, but I don't know what I'm currently doing and I will do after 10 years. I don't have any plan that after 10 years or after some sort of time what I would be doing. So that's something I sometimes think about, but then I forget it and I just think about the present, not just worry about the future. So yeah, I feel like that I'm just going with the flow and not no, no, I don't know what I will do in future. So that thing
Nobody knows,
sometimes
Raj, what will happen after 10 years. Life is very uncertain, very predictable. We just have to be in the present. We have to be very sure that we are giving our best today. Okay. And you are living your life and not just surviving it. Because many people are just surviving through. Okay. You just have to live your life. Okay, because ultimately the things you will remember, the things you will crave for is the moments when you lived your life to the fullest. Okay, so what will
yes,
happen after 10 years? It's completely in God's hand and maybe your hard work and dedication. But let's see what happens. Okay, Shivangi.
yes,
Ma'am, I think I always go with the flow because when I plan something, I expected too much from myself, and
To me.
those expectations then make us feel depressed or sad that I did not get this result. So I mostly go with the flow, but by properly structuring it, like I work and then I go with the flow. I don't just like freely go with the flow. I I will like work for it and just go with the flow without thinking too much about the result. That's how I do.
Oh my God, I'm bewildered. You plan it, then you go with the flow, then you plan it, then you go with the flow. Esa? Is it something like that? Okay, so
Yes, ma'am, almost something like
to
that.
choose the go with the flow phase, Shivani has to plan it. Shivangi has to plan it, okay? Okay, not a problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so one more question. If marks didn't matter at all, if marks didn't matter at all, what would you really want to do in life?
Well, I would surely be a sports person or a writer.
This is what I wanted to hear. Okay, Raj.
if marks didn't matter, then the first thing I would do was to go to Bombay and then get into film industry.
You want to go to the
So
film
that,
industry? I can
yeah, so
send
that's an
you there.
ultimate.
I have contacts there. You want to go?
Sure, ma'am. I would like to because after engineering, I have something in my mind that I will go in that field or about anchoring or hosting things because that are the things that I like the most. And yes,
Event
they are
manager.
my hobbies. Yes, ma'am. That's a
Cool.
passion thing. Like, yeah.
Guys, wonderful. Why didn't you tell me this before? Okay, Shivangi.
Ma'am, if marks didn't matter, I would definitely be an idol singer. I would because I very much love to sing and dance. So that would be my profession.
Oh my God, I really feel that one thing I have felt that a lot of us, not just you people, but if I talk about myself, we often do not live the life we really want to because we are always being dragged and we are always being guided by societal forces. Okay, because hearing this from you, because you people want to be doctors and you people want to be engineers, while deep down you want to do something really, really different, man. You are so creative. This session is helpful because we don't talk about this in school. Wonderful. Okay, now if you would get a chance, will you ever change or switch your streams?
Well, not really because I love this stream and I don't think I would survive in PCM.
Raj.
Definitely not, because biology is something that doesn't go well with me because I don't understand anything about the system or anything like what works in the body and how it goes on. And definitely my drawing is worse. So that's the major point that I won't go in biology.
This was one of the reasons I never went for biology. My drawing is worst. Yeah, Shivangi, you tell me.
Ma'am, for me, I would not change this stream because I really want to become a doctor. But like, if certain situation occurs, I will if there is no other option, because before choosing this stream, I was into a big conflict within my mind of choosing commerce or PCMB. Sorry, PCB. Sorry, commerce or PCB. So my father and mother both really guided me towards it, and so I choose biology. But if I get chance, I would like to explore through commerce.
Okay, now when you have talked about commerce, I want to know one thing. People have a certain mindset that students who opt for commerce are somewhere standing, down the line. That is what people, this is people's stereotype. I was a commerce student, okay? Turned into an art student, okay? So something like that. So do you really think that you people have something in mind, and do you even look at other streams not as equal to you, like arts or commerce or humanities or anything else?
Well, we don't specifically look down at other streams, but the thing is that to be the best in any stream is hard. Like if you talk about commerce, to be the topper in that or any field, it's really hard. And everybody has their own interest. Like we cannot impose our interest on someone else. If somebody is like we have our friends who scored more marks than us and still they opted for commerce, so it's their interest, and we cannot say that they are not as smart as us. They are, like they just have their different interests.
Braj?
I personally feel that commerce is a stream where there are mix of students. Like there are certain group of students or a certain amount of students that they are genuinely interested in commerce and in the commerce studies and want to become something in the commerce line. But and there are certain group of students that they think that I haven't scored this much in 10th, so I think commerce is best option for me. So this type of two group are there in commerce. So there are a mix of students, like some who genuinely wants to become to do something in commerce, and some who thinks that I can't go with the flow in science, and I can't do good, so they opt commerce. There are two types of people. So it's not about that someone is good or someone is bad. Any stream is good or any stream is bad. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, Shivangi.
Ma'am, I think that commerce students are great in their own field. I don't think that they are inferior to me, because they chose their field knowing what they want in their life. And just like Braj said, that there are two groups of students in commerce: those who actually want to become something in that, and those who just chose because of some other reason. I agree to that, and that's just how they would have like chosen their field depending on what situation was in front of them at that time. I think like that.
Okay, so I tell you, I agree with what's, opinion here. That's very, very right that I feel. Many of the students who are opting for commerce, many of them are choosing it because they're interested, because that's where the interest lies. And many of them are just choosing it because they don't want to go for science or biology. And many of them are choosing it because they saw their friends choosing it and now they want to do it. Okay, so but not, I have not heard about people in science. Okay, okay, you are taking up and you are opting for science. I'll also opt for science, but in commerce I have seen these things, and I have seen it and felt it personally. And I do not take it personally. Okay, anyone from the commerce background, please, I'm just sharing my opinion. Okay, so what do you feel? Is success one size fits all? What do you think? Is success the same for everyone? The the thought for success or the desire for success, what success means to you, is that same for everyone?
Well, success for me might not mean the same for someone else because the starting points of each and every single one's lives is different. Like I am from a middle class background, so becoming quite rich or certainly rich would be like, yeah, I'm successful now. If I'm going there, I'm able to buy something. If my finances are secure, basically, so I would feel that I'm successful. But if somebody has started from a higher level than me, then he would have higher targets. So success would not be the same for him while being at the same level as me.
Great, great. Honesty. Okay, Vraj.
I think success is somewhat relative. What everybody wants, for like for someone, success is up to this, up to a certain mark. But for me, the certain is up to a lot more extent than then. If I have achieved a, if I have got the degree and a good job with a good package, for some people that would be the that will be pause. So that is the success for them. But for me, I don't think that's what the success. For me, it's a lot more. So definition of success for everybody is different in their life. So yeah, success is a relative thing.
Yeah, very subjective too. What, Shivangi, I want to know your view on this.
Like just like Krishna and Brad said that success is different for everyone. Its definition is different for everyone. So for me, it is like becoming, just like Krishna said, becoming to a certain level rich. But it's not just that. For me, success is also having a good family after I attain everything, which is my dream. This is my success. Then there is some other person for whom the success would be only to be getting rich, like going to the shop and directly buying it. That is success for him. But for me, I think truly my success would be getting a really good type of family, what we say. That would be a successful thing for me, even if I am not rich. But I become a doctor, I get a job with a certain good package, and I have a good family. That would be really the point of success for me. This is my opinion, and for someone else, it might be different.
Yes, I really understand. And this is how it should be. Success is not same for everyone. The definition for success differs individual to individual. Some people are really happy being rich, while some people are really happy being with their family. For example, some people choose to go abroad because they want to explore life there. And some people are more inclined to stay with their family here back. Because I remember somebody was asking me today on my way back to home, and why don't you go to, she was our student only, our school student, why don't you go to some other country or choose a different path? I don't know, maybe I'm so in love with my family and India, and I do not want to go and settle anywhere else. I would like a balance of being successful in life and being close to my family. This is what I feel, and to have love of all the people. So this is what I feel. You're beautiful. So the question for you people is, if your life as a student was a movie title, what would it be?
Well, I have a funny one.
Braj be like, ma'am, mathematics का सवाल ही पूछ लेते. You could have asked me a question from mathematics. Okay, okay, Krishna, you can go on. Yeah.
Well, I would say unpredictable.
Okay.
I I just formed it, the path I chose.
The path I chose.
Yes.
Okay, that would be philosophical. Okay. Krishna's film, I guess the genre is comedy. That is what I feel. But
Yeah.
Shivangi's genre is philosophical or drama. And Vraj,
Doc-
it be horror.
document.
Confused.
The name?
Yes, confused. A confused person.
Okay, so you're giving the name confused.
Yes, a confused person.
Confused person.
Yeah. So
Okay,
if I have to give a certain name to my life going on right now, so that would be a confused person.
okay. So if I had to, I would have, give the title chaotic. This is how it goes. Yeah, chaotic would be my title. I can't think of anything as of now, but yeah, chaotic. Okay. Now, what do you think and about your juniors, and one advice you would give to your juniors who are about to enter the 11th standard and who have already entered the 11th standard?
Well, our juniors are like really like on the smarter side on other things, but I don't think that they are really taking it seriously right now. Like I had some conversations with them, and they are not taking 11th pretty seriously. That's what the scenario in which we were last year, and we faced a little bit of problem even after entering 12th, we did really regret some parts of 11th that we should have focused at this point. So we would just like to say that pay focus at each and every single point. Don't be too free that, yeah, it's just 11th grade, right? We have just passed 10th, so 11th is the time to enjoy. Then I would say no. Yeah, you can enjoy, but pay a bit of focus.
Okay, so when people say that 11th is the base for 12th and ninth is the base for 10th, is that right? What do you think? Is it a myth or does something like that really happens?
Yes, I
I
think,
think it's
yeah, because the 11th is the base of 12th, but you don't need to just study in 11th. I think that personally you should enjoy as much possible as in 11th, because in 12th no one is going to allow you, and there would be a lot of pressure that you are in 12th and this and that. So as much possible you should enjoy. Yeah, you have to study for time to time, and you should maintain the good grades, but yeah, enjoying is, I think, that should be a major part in 11th.
Are we doing everything for the grades? Tell me. Are we doing everything
Not
for the
really.
grades?
uh, I think that we shouldn't do everything about grades, but grades are the only thing because which are important right now. Because without grades, you can't grow like in our fields, like in which we are studying right now. If you don't get the grades, it doesn't matter how much good are you mentally or logically. It doesn't matter at all. Grades are something that decides how you are and how you are good at the things. So
I partially agree. I partially agree, but I would like to add a simple point that no grudge, that doesn't happen. Nobody remembers you for your grades. Nobody. It is just till 12th, until 12th standard, that everybody is focusing on grades and marks and grades and marks, but do not run behind grades. I know you are not. I'm just, clearing the air right now. Okay? Do not run behind marks. Marks are going to stay on that mark sheet. And after you are done with your 12th standard, nobody, after a period of 2 months, okay, there would be people, okay, how many percentage you got? Okay, you topped the class, he's the topper, she's the topper. I know this happens. This should, healthy competition is required. But yes, only marks, that is not the only thing. People do respect you, people do want you as an emotional and physically fit person. Okay, everybody is looking for, in today's world, when you talk about people, everybody is talking about this one thing: vibe, vibe, vibe. Okay, if somebody's vibe hits hard or well, no matter what their grades are, you are going to stick with them always. Okay, so always, focus on developing yourself as a human being, then marks will follow.
no, but without marks is like no one is asking about marks, but without marks, then nobody is giving admission also in the college you want. So
If
that's
I'm
something it's more.
I'm not saying that don't get marks. Of course, work hard for them, but do not just rely on marks as the only,
Yeah,
only crucial thing in life. There are many
yeah.
things.
Overall development is the thing.
Yeah, holistic development is the thing. Yes, it is the key.
Yes.
Yes, Shivangi, you have to advise the juniors. Okay.
one advice I will give is do not take 11th as so light. It is very hard, 11th standard, because the syllabus is very large. Whether it is physics, chemistry, bio or math. Compared to 12th, 11th standard is hard because the change in the level of education is very big. We study science as a subject in 11th and 12th. Till 10th, it was like just one combination. But now we are studying it individually. So individually, we have to prepare at that level. So for 11th juniors, I will say don't take it lightly, study it well. And you will understand it after coming in 12th that 11th, I should have studied 11th well. This was something I
Yes.
realized after coming in here.
Wonderful. There is a complete shift in curriculum. So you have to focus on your subject. And yes, this happens, right, Shivangi? That when you move to another class, even when you move to another plans or another city, you realize the value of the last or past city. You know, this happens. Yes, I know. Okay, so anything else? Okay, one more question. Okay, and you can be entirely honest about this. What is that one thing you expect? Not one thing. What are those things you expect from your teachers? Okay, you would like to change something about the educational system, or maybe something about the teachers, or you would like to give some feedback. And what are those things? I have asked you in the class also. I'm asking you again for everyone in general.
Then one thing about educational system I really wanted to change is the freedom to choose any subject in 11th and 12th. Not just like binding or caging the student into choosing science and commerce. Because if I'm choosing science because I'm more interested in bio and chemistry, but I'm not that good in physics, which makes it a weak point. Rather, if I was given an opportunity to choose something else rather than physics, like anything else, whatever I like, whether it is any commercial subject, economics, statistics, accountants, so that way the person, the student of the country would be able to grow more and would be able to do good in what they are doing and what they are wanting to do.
Such a refreshing perspective. I would say yes, multidisciplinary approach we call it. Yes, that a student should be allowed to take up whatever subjects he wants to study or follow, and then he can choose his own field or interest, and he can also choose the job he wants. Okay, that will open a lot of opportunities and chances in future. You can study science as well as commerce. Yeah, multidisciplinary approach. Wonderful, wonderful. You tell me, Krishna and Vraj.
Well, I would say that one thing that I would like to change in the education system is that bring a law or kind of a rule that there should be compulsory administration for sports and everything, because right now what I see in India is that sports is neglected a lot,
Yes.
and the holistic well-being, the physical well-being is also being neglected a lot among
Yes.
students. They don't really have much knowledge about their nutrition, what decisions they are making. They are just staying there, sitting on the same place. Like I'm talking about myself, we are sitting on the same place for multiple hours, studying the same things, and we are not really paying much attention to our health. So I would say that the health should be included, and on the other hand, sports should be made compulsory, whatever you want to choose. But sports should be a part of the curriculum.
Exactly, because sports is something that will always keep your spirit high. Will teach you teamwork, will teach you leadership, okay? And that exactly makes you mentally, physically, emotionally stronger. Okay, so sports is one of the I really feel, okay? I've always told this to everyone that sports should be a part of your life, irrespective of your age, irrespective of your gender or anything. Okay, so that is what I feel. Sports should be always there. Yes, Raj, you tell me.
I think I have the same perspective as Shivangi because personally, I am the person who is more involved into physics and maths, but I don't like chemistry that much. Uh, and I am someone, in starting of the 10th, when I was about to choose a field, I wanted that I go to the humanities and history. That were the two subjects that attracted me a lot. But somehow the science stream and PCM attracted the most. So definitely not want to study the subjects which I don't like, but I have to go on and I have to score because all three subjects are compulsory if you are choosing anything in science stream. So yeah. And one thing in schools or any education institutes that they should change is they should start teaching using more multimedia and giving live examples because the old way of teaching is quite boring, I think, for today's generation because we are more into the phones and electronic gadgets. So I think multimedia teaching can increase the interest of students in a particular subject, which they feel boring, but they can indulge a child or a student more into that subject by using multimedia and graphics, Yeah.
Yes, that's completely true. And I feel an amalgamation of media and books should be done already.
Yes.
Okay, that would really help us retain more knowledge and information. Yeah, that is fine. So you do not want anything to change in your teachers, just in the education system. We'll wrap this session up. Thank you so much for joining in. This was such a beautiful conversation. I have never talked to three people at once, but I think this can work out and I can talk to three people at once now. And I realized that, we don't often talk about a lot of things in school, but this was such an opportunity to talk about everything that was on your mind. And of course, I was here as a host, so I was just questioning you more. And in my videos, I talk more. But yeah, I loved listening to you. It was wonderful, fantastic, splendid. Thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank